Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. Today is the 9th of October of 2021, everyone, and I'm hoping that you're all going to have a wonderful weekend. Happy birthday if you are celebrating. We are under heavy energies right now, astrologically speaking. I don't know how the weather is in your country and where you're residing. Well, the astrological weather is heavy, and so is the actual weather here in Greece, northern Greece. Very, clouded, overcast, rainy, gloomy. Looks like autumn has, it looks as though we went straight from summer through to winter. Very sudden change in the weather. Very weird. Anyway, let's see what the energies are like. What energies we'll be picking up on. Just calling on my guides to try and give me clarity, understanding of what today's message is all about. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Archangels. What's going on? Three of Swords, yes. Eight of Cups. This is obviously a disappointment. Someone is wanting to leave a situation. Eight of Cups, right? Somewhere where they could not find their bliss, their happiness, and they're moving into... They're taking on this trip, if we could call it a trip. It's not an actual trip, more than likely. It's more emotionally. It's an emotional trip, but they're moving into a lot of confusion. It's as though they're taking a risk and saying, look, I'm not happy where I am. Emotionally, there's been disappointment. Okay, I haven't been able to find my happiness, so what do I do? And I'm going to say also on another level, this is trusting in spirit. I mean, Seven of Cups is the Piscean energy. As you could see, she's following the moon. So Selene, the moon does speak to intuition. It speaks to fear and the unknown, but she's following her calling. It's as though she's subconsciously taken this journey. She, he, whoever this is. Now, this action being taken has got the possibility of many doors opening. Let's see. We have Temperance here. So Sagittarius, again, does speak to beliefs. It speaks to hoping that there will be expansion, growth, and a sense of freedom wherever she's moving towards emotionally. Even as I said, subconsciously she's being driven. Even though there's difficult energies here, we've got 8 and 7 is 15 cups. 15 is an imbalance. Remember, it's the devil, it's Saturnian, even though she's full of fear, she's trusting in spirit, and that spirit has her back. Now, maybe someone's leaving a situation because there was no clarity, there was just too much confusion. Not enough communication. I mean, Temperance is saying that all is happening in divine timing. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael being here, okay, at our defense. We need to stand strong and believe that Spirit has our back here. Now, yes, it does speak to healing. It speaks to needing to wait, that things will clear. Remember, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is almost, getting ready to move direct. There's going to be a lot of information that will be coming through. Jupiter does speak to legalities. It speaks to freedom, philosophies, truth, and law. We've got more cups, so a lot of emotions. A very emotional time. 5 of Cups. There are regrets. There are regrets concerning the past. That's 20, maybe even 20 cups, maybe even. And 20 means it's the Judgment card, right? Maybe there's been missed opportunities, or someone's needing to make a very important decision. There's a moment of crisis, emotional crisis here. But remember that the angel here, Temperance, also holds 2 cups. So that's 22, which speaks to decisions, or, you know, someone's looking at what choice they're going to make. There could be an opportunity opening up as well. This is saying that maybe a decision that's made, or maybe that was made in the past, did not work in your favor, or there was missed chances. Something was just not the ball wasn't in your court. It was in another person's court, which obviously has affected you and your emotional life at this time. But I feel here it's saying that there will be another chance, whether it's truth coming through. Remember, there's been a lot of retrograde planets, so we've been dealing with other matters, or we're revisiting other matters before we start moving forward. Slowly the ball will start to roll. 5 of Cups says that, yes, we are focusing on that those 3 of Cups that are spilt, 3 of Swords. This can be someone having made a wrong choice in a commitment, or in a choosing between 2 people, maybe having regretted their choice in the past, and now, I don't know, we've got the 2 of Cups, which are here, and they do speak to balance, 2s, just like the 2 cups that Temperance is holding here. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles. So this is an initial success point, where maybe the work that you've been doing on whatever it is that this disappointment is about. 3 speaks to, and there's the 3 again. 3 is the number of Temperance, which speaks to nurturing, loving, having the ability to expand, to receive. Maybe someone's in a position of maybe having regrets because they haven't been nurtured. Maybe there hasn't been reciprocity in the nurturing or in the providing in a relationship. Whatever type of a relationship, could also be a partnership, right? Where there's been no equal giving and receiving. And that's why the sun is moving through Libra. There's a lot of inability to move forward. There's a lot of frustration and a lot that's playing out behind the scenes that we're going to be finding out about. 3 of Pentacles, right? A group effort, an initial stage of success, doing the work and being noticed. Maybe someone's coming to the realization that, yes, someone has been working hard here in whatever matter you're dealing with, and that it is a point of success here. Lots of 3s, which does ring the Empress. We've got the 6 of Swords, which says we're leaving conflict and have got the potential to move into serenity. 6 of Swords. This can speak to conversations, thoughts, perception, leaving the conflict. What's the Karma Dharma, please, Spirit? And we've got the Emperor. Not the Empress. And the Emperor here looks like an air sign. He's got strong air in his chart for sure, whoever this is. Now, this is someone that's in a position of power. It does remind me of Aquarius, but there's a lot of red. He's wearing Father Christmas outfit, which is saying there could be conversations that are like a gift, or this is pointing towards Christmas, the time of Christmas. You could see that there's a lot of experience here with the Emperor. Usually it's Aries. For me, it's Taurus. Could ring an air sign. Aquarius, more than likely, could be matters of justice as well. I do see him very much like look at the cold, the aloof energies coming from the Emperor, but he's wearing red, which means it's as though he's got that fire within. Let's see. Remember, the Emperor does speak to stability. Now, there's been hardship here. Someone's gone through a lot. We know that with the Emperor. We can see that this person needs to take charge or is dealing with a lot at this time. Could it be that someone that's in a position of power, this is the emperor, this is the boss, this is the CEO, this is the king. There's the path, there's the number 22, which I've already spoken of. We've got number 21, which is the mountain. It can speak to someone's making a decision, maybe to end a large karmic cycle in their life. But we know that 21 is like the last card of the major arcana. So remember, 21 also equals a 3. So the possibilities here, still work needs to be done. The mountain is Mars in Aries. Someone needs to have the courage. Even though there are struggles and obstacles and difficulties, someone needs to be courageous. And remember, Mars is in Libra right now, not very strong, dealing with a lot. And this is like standing still, nothing happening. And we've got the book, which the book speaks to lessons, it speaks to secrecy, it speaks to information. This is Neptune in Pisces. So not only do we have a mountain, like blockages, a fork in the road, it can relate to information. But remember, the closed book, Neptune in Pisces, can speak to the future. It speaks to secrecy, it speaks to knowledge, information, research. But it can also speak to someone following spirit and believing that, through compassion, through nurturing, through love, they will turn a corner, right? This is a futuristic card here. A lot of strong Neptune energies, which does ring the sign of Pisces. And there is the cross. And the cross does speak to a heavy burden. Next 2-3 weeks will be heavy, will be difficult. Okay, someone has to work through their convictions. They've got a lot on their plate. They're doing the work. This is a card of duty, suffering, but it also speaks to faith, everyone. So, interesting. Let's see what the Moonology deck Oracle wants us to know at this point. And this could also speak to physical travel or moving over water. There's the King of Swords. There is the King of Swords, the Aquarius card for me. There is communication, 7 of Swords, maybe secrecy. Someone's taking action, dealing with legalities, maybe not having communicated that. Someone could be dealing with paperwork or anything to do with the red tape concerning physical travel, legalities again. And we've got the King of Pentacles. Interesting. So we've got King of Pentacles be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and we've got Aquarius as well. So we know that the King of Pentacles, for me, King of Pentacles is usually, because he's the most experienced king, also another side to him could be the Emperor. So King of Pentacles, someone very stable, someone very business-minded, a father, someone very grounded, someone who does not show emotions. They need security. And there's the Two of Swords. So I do feel it's either some of you could be dealing with 2 different people, or, here is the Two of Swords, the choice, right? The dilemma. Do I look at my money or do I look at my convictions? Do I look at my truth? If that is the same person. Let's see what's going on. The 9th of October. We've got you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Okay, new moon in Cancer does speak to a new beginning. Could be concerning a home, a family, matters to do with the past as well. Moving house. You and your loved ones are safe. Someone's worried about their stability, their personal life, matters of home. The parents can come up as well. New moon is a new beginning. Let's look at this 3 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Cups once more. We have the 10 of Wands. And we have the Empress. That's the message that I'm... this is like telling me, yes, the message is on point. Here is the Empress. Obviously, she needs to be patient. She's got the ability to, I mean, the seed has already been planted. And this can speak to a love situation, values. She needs to be patient. She could be dealing with someone that's got a lot on their plate, or it could be her. And here is the Emperor, and here is the Empress, everyone. Lots of choices, lots of confusion. Remember, the Ten of Wands speaks to the end of a burden. It turns into the Ace of Wands, which is the light coming on, the power, the force, the courage. So we've got Taurus, Libra, and Aries, I'm going to say again, which is that Mars in Aries. There is an opposition. It's difficult. It is very difficult right now with Mars in the sign of Libra. We've got maybe other things that we're dealing with, but the seed has been planted. She needs to be patient. In 6 months, she will be giving birth. This can relate to a mother for others of you. Let's take a message from the Energy Oracle. And we have envy. Let's read that, and it's a number 20. Envy does speak to someone not being happy or not being happy with what they have. Let's read it. This card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and platter of coins and pearls in the other. She stands in a silver room looking out at a golden city on the horizon. Now, the silver room speaks to legalities for me, matters of justice. So she's looking out at a golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction, and that energy shows in her dress. This card upright is telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. Now's the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them, not you. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. If this card is near the appreciation card in your spread, the message is doubly important, or doubly important. Now is the time to move from a consciousness of lack to one of value. With this shift, all things change. And I'm just wondering, because I get the sense that this is not your energy, but more this is another person that's in the picture. Someone that is doubting what they have, someone that is not happy with where they're at, and there is a sense of jealousy, and that does bring up the snake in the Lenormand for me. And we've got the death card here. So the coffin does speak to Plutonian energies. And I'm going to say here also that there's a lot going on with Pluto right now. There's the tree. The tree can speak to health. I don't know. I mean, this can also speak to someone ready to move on. Someone emotionally, maybe even physically moving on. I mean, the cross and the coffin and the tree. This is a great transformation. Let's take 3 cards here and see what this is about. We've got the courthouse. And I'm going to say someone who's been in suffering. They're going through a transformation. Maybe even having health issues. Now, this can be a metaphorical transformation for others of you. This could be someone that's really passing on. We've got the courthouse here. We've got the privileged lady. Here is the Empress once more. And we've got the courtship, which is a new beginning. This is like getting to know someone. So the ability for a love relationship or a commitment, not a commitment, an agreement on the verge here. So a new relationship, but the privileged lady is going through legalities, which is the Empress here for many of you. Could also be a Libra, strong Libra, or it just says here that the privileged lady maybe was not so privileged because it's a 12, because she suffered a lot. Remember, the Hanging Man had to wait or had to end a major karmic cycle in her life. I don't know if she was leaving an emperor and connecting with someone that was not as experienced as her. So we've got a 5, a 3, and a 4. It's back and forth. We've got high honors again. Well, this card shows up all the time. So this speaks to me, the high honors to me speaks to someone who's got a name for them, or there's a highly valuable gift. It could come in the form of monetary, it could come in the form of just privileges. And, you know, something that is a payback for the hard work and for the suffering and for the service provided, I would say, from this Empress to others, to a relationship, to her children, to the divine, to humanity, whatever this is. Okay? Remember that the Empress and the Emperor, they're the experienced ones. They sit on the throne. This can speak to leaders in the world. And we've got the main male here. And imprisonment. Blockages, karma. Which is the mountain here. Okay, so these are blockages, and there's a lot going on. A lot that's unclear right now, which will clear as we are moving forward. Okay, but it speaks to safety, that you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer, new home, a new moon in Cancer. It could be talking about the new moon in Cancer. Let's see. There was, just looking at the dates, there was a new moon in Cancer on the 9th of July, everyone. So I don't know if this is referencing back to that time. Okay. Or, again, I'm going to say this could speak to a new home, a new beginning, or a new life, a new sense of stability. Remember, Cancer does speak to where we feel emotionally safe and secure. So I will leave you with that message. I want to thank you all so much. Wishing you well. I will be back with I'm doing a divine spread for tomorrow, so I'll be in touch. Thank you so much for your wonderful comments concerning the rare and very much revealing astrological, like horoscope reading that I did. It does go very deep. Thank you so much for sharing that, for liking, for subscribing and being here. And for those of you that are on Patreon and supporting Divine Debut, always, thank you so much.